My name's Eileen Powell and I'm the Chief Exec of Age Cymru Gwent. So I was asked to come along tonight to see what some of our participants have been doing over the last 5 months, but also to welcome you along, because I know there's friends and family here as well. First and foremost, I'd like to welcome the Right Worshipful, the Mayor of Newport, Councillor William Routley, and I would also like to welcome, we have Jane Bryant with us, and we also have Kate Thomas, who's at the back, our local councillor. I'd like to welcome all of our guests here and our participants who have been involved over the last 5 months. Age Cymru Gwent have been delighted to be involved in this Gwanwyn project. And for those of you that don't know, Gwanwyn means spring. And spring is all about new birth, new ideas, new things to do. And I think Gwanwyn sums that up, because Gwanwyn is about arts and crafts and learning new skills and opportunities. So when we were asked to be involved in this project a few months ago, we jumped at the chance. So over the last 5 months, we've given older people the opportunity to be involved in a wide range of creative art sessions, and I think when you look at the exhibition afterwards, you'll see just how wide those crafts and arts and creative sessions have been. But it's not only about the sessions that have been provided, it's about people meeting together as well. And I'm sure that those people who have been involved, and I can see some smiley faces here, getting together and meeting up with people that maybe they did know or maybe they've met in the last few months, that is as important as learning something. And that friendship, that relationship that we have with people is vitally important, as we know, to our health and well-being. We're going to be treated tonight to an exhibition and a performance. We can eagerly await the performance here. And it's to celebrate the achievements of those participants over the last 5 months. I'd like to say a few words of thanks first. I know you normally do that at the end, but just in case people are dashing off to the exhibition, I'd like to say them first. I'd like to thank the Arts Council for Wales, who have provided the funding for these sessions to be held. I'd like to thank the Riverfront here in Newport for hosting these sessions. I think it's been a great venue. I'd like to thank the Mayor of Newport for coming along this evening. Our colleagues at Age Cymru in Cardiff, who have supported the programme. Nia Thomas, who is over on the end. And quite rightly gets a round of applause from everybody, because she's worked really hard on this. I think she's had a lot of fun as well, but she has worked really hard on it. But most of all, I'd like to thank the participants, because having the courage to come along and try something new and something different, probably outside of their comfort zone on many occasions, I think that's very brave of them. And I hope that you've all enjoyed it. I hope you've all had lots of fun as well. And we look forward to being entertained by you. I'd like to introduce the Mayor, who would like to say a few words before we kick off with the performance.
Okay, thank you. That's thrown me a little bit, but Gwanwyn, I mean, I was struggling to look at what this meant today and put it into context, but it's spring. It's now. And as we go into winter, it's still Gwanwyn for all of us, I'd suggest. And it's not about reaching a certain milestone in life. I think it's about reaching that aspirational time in your life when this is your life and you can do what you want to do, because you're not chasing the young, not chasing the money sometimes to pay the mortgage, to take the kids to school, to take them to brownies, rugby, football, singing, lessons. You've done all that, and now this is your time to be aspirational. And when you look at all these things that are on offer here, it's amazing. Jane, the amount of things that we could learn if we had time to learn. I could even play the sax, I expect. I'd be rubbish at it, but I could have a good go. But there's nothing that we cannot learn. Nothing that we cannot learn. And it's not age restrictive. It's, you restrict yourself if you lack aspiration to do something. And I think that on my travels, I've been to, I don't know, many functions where people are offering other people support and sharing their aspirations. That I'm up here, I'm full of aspiration now to learn, and I'm learning different things. I'm learning Welsh. You know, it's going to go on and on and on. There has never been a better time to live for learning. Let's get that out of the way, okay? So for the chance of learning something new, there's never been a better time to live than now. The only thing that will hold us back is ourselves. So, Age Cymru, you do a marvellous job as it is in supporting the community of Newport. The whole range of support for Newport is fantastic. The citizens are well blessed here with the amount of recognition that you give them and the way that you encourage them to be the best they can be. And secondly, and finally from me, you take away that loneliness, that isolation that people can often feel, because you're bringing people together, not keeping them separate or isolated. And so for that, I thank you so much. I've learned so much, and I'm looking forward to being entertained so much. And so thank you once again for inviting me. The Mayoress sends her apologies, but she has a cough and a cold, not as bad as man flu, a little bit down to man flu, but she's struggling tonight, so she's staying in the warm. So, but thank you very much indeed.
Hi everyone, my name's Emma. I've been running the dance workshops for the project, and it's been so much fun. We had a great time, and obviously the participants made it so special. It was really fun. We're not doing this one tonight, but it was good. You just have to take my word for it. But we are going to kick off with the djembe with Nafamadi. And yeah, everybody cast your eyes this side.
So far. Hey, 1, 2, 3, go!
So we're now moving on to our comedy part of the night. So we have Thenos, who's going to introduce our comedy star.
Thank you. Hello, good evening. So I have to talk into this even though technically it's not on, but they're just recording something, okay? So in a moment when I invite our comedian for the evening to come on, it's not that the mic isn't working, so don't panic, okay? All is under control. I've been running the comedy workshops here for a few weeks, and during them we have learnt sketch writing and stand-up comedy. Now, what should happen when I say, oh, we're going to try stand-up comedy, is that it's a terrifying thought for most people. It's a really, really scary thing to do. And this evening, one very, very brave participant is going to give it a go, and you're going to experience his first ever gig. Now, the really exciting thing about Donovan is that we've uncovered a talent, which is amazing. That's what these Gwanwyn workshops should be about. It's amazing for me as a tutor when you're teaching someone to go, oh, he's already got it, almost I'm not needed. And one day, if when we're sat at home watching live at the Apollo and Mr. Donovan Taylor comes on, we know where we first saw him, right? How exciting is that? As I said, oh, hello, you're there as well. This is fun. So I'm not ignoring you. I'll just stand here. It is terrifying, so I'm going to ask you to be the loveliest audience, okay? I want you to laugh at everything he says. It's all super funny. He's written this in a week, which is amazing going, and learnt it and is ready to do it. Can we just promise that you're going to be a lovely audience? Yes. Fabulous. Okay. Yes, ladies? Just because you've done your African drumming, we're going to carry on laughing now. Okay, it was brilliant, by the way, brilliant. So we're going to start just a little clap over here. Just a little clap. Can we start? Just a little clap. There we are. And here, keep going. Little clap here. Keep going, yes. Please keep going. And getting louder, and louder, and louder. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Donovan Taylor. Keep it going. All right.
Thank you very much. How much will that cost me? When I was walking here, I came through the bus station and there's a massive poster for the latest Terminator film. Now, back in 1985, when Arnie said, "I'll be back," I thought he'll be popping in every now and then, not being raised from the dead after 45 years. My name is Donovan. Not Jonathan, Donovan. I am the 5th Donovan in my family. The first son always gets called Donovan. Some people think it shows a certain style. I think it shows a total lack of imagination. I mean, how much is a baby names book? I tried a few of the Gwanwyn classes. Most of them involved moving. Even the candle making class makes you stand up and stir the wax. I liked the comedy classes best. We just sat around and talked about ourselves. It was great. And so much cheaper than therapy. I need therapy. I have a mother who is Irish Catholic and half Romanian Jewish. She can make you feel guilty in two religions at the same time. She's a Yiddisher Paddy. That means she's good at making chicken soup and doesn't know when to leave the pub. It used to make Good Friday quite interesting. You got half the family being somber, respectful, and the other half blaming the others for doing it. I was diagnosed with cancer in 2013. Then I was diagnosed with kidney failure. And while they were fixing the kidneys, they discovered that I had cancer again. I understand that if I have a heart attack, I have the full set. And probably will get a free parking place at the Royal Gwent. I quite fancy the one near the Asda front door. Thank you very much for your attention. Thanks very much for the comedy classes. Thanks, Nia, for getting it done. And I really like everybody's pineapples. And I don't mean that in a rude way. Thank you.
Thank you, Donovan. I mean, for a first gig, we were all laughing. Well done. Let's give him another round of applause. You can now relax and listen to Merrin, there she is, and her fabulous choir. Let's take it away, ladies.
Si, dolata, jako sinela tu banaha. Si, dolata, jako sinela tu banaha. Bana, si, dolata, jako sinela tu banaha. Bana, si, dolata, jako sinela tu banaha.
inspiring song. I love that last song. That was really good. We would like to thank everybody that came to support all of the participants tonight. And thank you for this project. It has been absolutely amazing. An extra big clap in the air. We love her. And we would like to invite everyone to come down and have a look at the exhibition in the gallery. There's lots of things of all the different workshops that have been happening, so please do go and have a look. It's some amazing stuff down there. So, yeah, thank you very much.